Welcome everyone. Today we are going to do a soulmate reading, soulmate love. Where is it? And we're going to break it down into two different, for both soulmates are going to have their own deck. The reason why I'm doing this is I just did a twin flame reading and I did it this way and I kind of loved it. So when I got up today, I don't know, I just kept thinking like I have to do the same thing but for soulmates. Um, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to use the Tarot Dreams. They're already pre-shuffled, but I want to give them a shuffle or two with you here. Let's give them a cut. Put them in place, and let's go ahead and cut or shuffle the light seers. So we're looking at both soulmates. I'm sure it's going to relate to different soulmates in different ways, exactly as it's meant to. And we are checking on current energy. We are in the year of the lovers, so I definitely feel there's going to be more love connections this year. Proposals, that type of thing. So, let's begin. We have the High Priestess. This is your intuition. First of all, it speaks of your intuition will definitely will let you know it's your antenna. We have the Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups can be Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. Queen of Cups is normally someone who is very comfortable in a relationship, maybe prefers to be in a relationship. Doesn't mean she can't be happy without one. But Cups, it's like the more love, the better life. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like that's how she thinks. Like, why would I shut love off? Right? The more love that's in my life and around me in all forms. The more, how do I want to say this? The better she feels, yes. But it's deeper than that. Okay. We have the Four of Swords. Four Swords is a timeout. Timeout so that one can heal. And then we have the Six of Swords. So I feel like it's saying someone has taken that time out. Someone has healed. Someone has left energy that they figured out was not the best for them. Maybe they couldn't trust it. Whatever it is, it's toxic type energy. It's like through the healing process, almost like the healing process started before the the Six of Swords energy, the leaving of whatever. It's interesting because it's like he's carrying the beacon of the Hermit. So yes, maybe your inner self helping you to heal a lot. Something, whichever we're speaking of right now. So I feel like, someone came to a realization during this period because, truth be told, like I'd rather be open and, just open to life and love. All of that. I want to be able to trust my intuition again. So, as I was going through this period, this time out, we can call it the hangman. But during this period, it was very important because it was the healing of oneself. And then the healing of the soul, like here, they're lying on a sword. And most tarot cards will show you that, like they're lying on their sword. And I read it as it's our own self within any situation. And sometimes it's just simply that we stayed too long, right? We stayed at the party a little too long. Okay, so let's go ahead and introduce the next soulmate. We have the hangman. So right off the bat, we have the hangman. We have the Knight of Wands. Interesting, it's almost like I feel here this person is not allowing themselves to be all that they are. And I mean that in a way, like as an adventure and fun. And listen, maybe they're just not ready yet. You know what I mean? Like, when someone's ready, someone's ready. When someone's not, they're not. We have the Eight of Swords. Interesting. So I feel like they're working out their own issues. Where you have the Four of Swords, they have the Eight of Swords. Truth be told, I feel like this person here wishes they could just be carefree and adventurous and all of that. But there's something that feels like it's holding them up. What's mirroring it right now is the Eight of Swords. So in Eight of Swords, it's all about, this self-created prison. It's where we feel like we're protecting ourselves, right? We can shut ourselves off from the world. And listen, sometimes that's okay, I guess, right? I mean, I've had to do that before. But it's just for a time. This is self. So the only one who can free you from this prison is you. There's no lawyer out there. You have to do it, right? You have to figure out why those swords were even there, right? It makes you feel tied to like current situations or, things that make you anxious. Things that I feel like don't allow you to be who you really want to be. It's almost like this person is like stuck in a spider web for just right now. Okay, let's keep going. We have the Three of Cups. Like, how do I find my joy? Well, first of all, I feel like you gotta have some fun. This person here. It's like you gotta have fun again. You gotta introduce fun back into your life. You gotta allow people in. You know what I mean? Like I may have some close girlfriends or boyfriends that can help lift my spirits. Feels like someone you would have known for a while. I don't feel like it's here. I just feel like this is another way that I can help, release myself from prison. All right, let's go above now. We have the Knight of Swords coming over the High Priestess. I feel like someone is trying to figure out what's the best time to approach. It's nice out today. That's why you're in a motorcycle. Um, it's funny because I see the hangman down here and the high priestess, even though, like, they're soulmates, yes, but this is their energy, this is another's energy. In a way, I feel like they're kind of sharing like this high priestess because it feels like it's coming right down the line. The hangman is seeking wisdom, seeking truth, seeking, help within my next steps. The high priestess is there to supply it, right? There to supply it. But, the only one, again, who can break through that cobweb is the one who created it. Even though it's usually because of outside sources, it's still like almost like where we've given up on life. It's funny because sometimes those that have hurt us, like they're out living their life, and here we are, almost like, we stopped. So, anyway, let's keep going. We have the Ace of Cups. Oops, what did I just take this? I took it from this deck. How interesting, but I was looking up here. So, we're just going to take it. The Ace of Cups. First of all, coming over this queen who, she's holding this cup. There's dolphins behind her, a pair of dolphins. I could be wrong, but I think dolphins mate for life. And maybe that's what this person is interested in. Like, I want someone that I can be with for life. Like both have been hurt in different ways, and both have handled it in different ways, though. It's kind of interesting. All right, let's keep going. We'll take it from the right pal. We have the sun. Look at that. First of all, it's a card of Leo. Leo's major arcana. It's the ruler of Leo. Let's bring this down. It's illumination. I feel like this Four of Swords with the sun over it, it's like, wake up, the sun is out. We just had the Leo full moon, which is all about new beginnings, new adventures. But literally, I feel like the sun is like, like I went to bed and I don't know, all my drapes are open and the sun comes out and it wakes me up. I hope the sun like is reaching down to this Eight of Swords. We'll just keep going. We have the Two of Wands, so I feel like someone is about to take action. Listen, like this is life in card form. This is life though, right? Because we all, have to take these periods to just allow ourselves to heal. We all have periods in our life where there's a lot of toxic energy, and really we have to become our own savior. The Eight of Swords is where we get caught up in other people's life and drama and what they've said and what they've done, and it's like you almost feel like the whole world is that way. That's just not the case. I know when I was down and out, I remember when I was young, and going through some difficult things, and I was down and out, and I swear to God, it just kept coming to me. And honestly, it was when I made the change. I made changes. You know what I mean? Like I got caught in the hurt and the pain and the sorrow and sadness. Okay, so this person feels like, first of all, the sun's there. So anything that comes towards you, if you're this person, if you have this fear factor, right, whatever comes to you, towards you, is coming in the light of the sun. No shadows, nothing's hidden. Doesn't mean like I automatically trust it, like what have you. But that's still the way it's coming. All right, let's go below here. Look at this. We have the Two of Cups. So here's our soulmate. Here are our soulmates. It's funny. Here's the Hangman above the soulmates. It gives the Hangman a little different vibe there, almost like holding off until I know I'm with the soulmate. You know, I don't know why I want to say this, but I feel like sometimes you gotta kiss a lot of princes to find the king. I know I didn't say that right, but you know what I mean. Um, you know what I mean? Like, not everyone is going to be, not everyone is meant to last forever. It's just the way it is. Some find that, and you know, that's good. But the majority of us, let's say 80%, of course, I'm just saying that, you know, we fell in love a few times. You know, I saw something where we fell in love 3 times. All right, anyways, we have the Queen of Wands. Interesting, we go from the Knight to the Queen. The Knight of Wands to the Queen of Wands. You know, we can look at Knights and Pages also as earlier time, when I was younger, when I was more carefree. That's the way I want to be again. That's the way I want to be. This Queen of Wands is looking right over at the Two of Cups. Her hand is right there. And it's interesting how her like wand is in the air. Like she's sure. It's interesting that the Eight of Swords now kind of doesn't fit the situation. But it's here. So let's look at it. We have the Three of Wands. You know, I often feel the Three of Wands. Well, that's definitely a four-wheeler. You know, it's interesting. I can sit, like all the places I've lived that I've done this at, like I can sit at the window and hear cars, and it's like I feel like I can start to tell the make of them just by the sound. So anyway, not that I try. With the Three of Wands, so I feel like the Three of Wands is really my intention towards my future, the way I'm looking at things. This is about being optimistic about all that can be, not all that was, not all that went wrong, right? This is about all that can go right. This is about you creating from here. You know, we have a lot of lower numbers down here, and I feel like it's because I'm learning something. I'm learning something about myself. I definitely feel like, you know, here's someone who, it's almost like I remember myself as a younger person, and I remember, um, you know, it's almost like I remember being able, just being carefree and loving and desirable and all that. And now I'm the queen, but the queen, you know, she just looks like she's meditating, right? She's closing her eyes. She's clear. She's clear about what it is she's thinking about, meditating about. And the wand to me, just the position she has in it, feels like a sense of victory. So could it simply be um, that my intention, my the way I choose to look at life Even though, listen, everybody's got their reasons for this, right? I feel like all of us have to work through this period where, where, I don't know, we just have to overcome. And that's what I feel like the Three of Wands is doing. We have the Eight of Pentacles. This is a great message just towards love, because it says whatever you focus on is what you will grow, is what you will make successful. You'll have more than you need. Is that possible? So I feel like it's talking about, this isn't talking about money. I feel like this is talking about the Two of Cups. And this is another way how this Eight of Swords, because look, we have two eights now for this person. Different attitudes, different energies. We can look at the Three of Cups here next to the Eight of Swords and say someone has made the realization that, if I don't find the joy within me, because maybe it's not around me right now. It doesn't mean it won't be, right? But maybe right now it's not. Still, I need to know. I need to be present. I feel like the Eight of Swords, the last thing I am is in the present moment. That's the last. I'm in the past. I am not in the present moment. I can tell myself I am, but I'm not. So this Eight of Pentacles says, if I need some type of verification, will something work? Because don't forget, you have free will. It's saying if you work on it, if you nurture that seed will blossom. And maybe, I know this, okay, I'm just supposed to trust that. Well, I don't know. I guess so. Maybe step by step. All right, let's look at the bottom of the decks. We have the Three of Cups. Three of Cups. And then we have the Knight of Swords on the bottom of the other deck. Truth be told, I feel like, I don't know what side you're on, and, which let's just say soulmate you are, because they're not sides, they're not different sides here. It's just different experiences to get to the same place, truth be told. So, that knight sitting up there, that Knight of Swords, he does feel like communication. In whichever way, whether it's someone I'm meeting, maybe my friends take me out and I really meet someone, like I meet someone. You know what I mean? And listen, it doesn't have to be the bar. Maybe you decide to take up dancing, you know what I mean? But I feel like, I don't know. Anyway, I feel like this is about, the Knight of Swords carries, the message that he carries is his honesty, of his integrity. It's in the upright. It's, and, the High Priestess is right below it. I know I'm jumping around a lot, but different things are calling to me. I don't even know that we need to verify this, or clarify this, because I feel like it's very, very clear. This lady in the Eight of Pentacles. Can I grow something? Can I have success in something? And the answer is yes, if you're willing to focus on it. She's looking right over at the Three of Wands. Intention, optimism, present, creating from this moment. That's exactly what the Eight of Pentacles is doing too. So there's a lot of energy for this person to come back to the present moment. You know, it's funny because I feel like what you want, you're going to get. But yet at the same time, I feel like you fear it. So, you know, I'm not going to harp on that, but I feel like that needs to be worked out. Work that out any way you can. I feel like the sun here is helping to illuminate it for you. Not, not just illuminate it for you, but, you know, what's right above it? Healing. And what's the ultimate results? A whole different outlook on life. Here is the Two of Cups. We're doing a soulmate reading, and it's so funny it's coming down here. I feel like, you know, I do have to say, I feel like this person here, even though they probably have been through hell, I feel like they've got their shit together. They've kind of got their shit together. And I don't mean that in a cocky way at all. And I feel like this person here, not so much. But that's okay. That's all right. Maybe this connection will help this person. Not that this person needs help. Let me clarify that. First of all, and the help that this person does need has to come from themselves. But still, I feel like there's a sense of, maybe it's comfort. Something. There's a sense of, All right, guys. I think I'm going to leave it there. 3388. 3388. Just looking at the numbers real quick. 33, balance. 8s, selves. But ultimately, here it is. Here is the Two of Cups. You know, the Hangman would say, don't always blame divine. Don't always blame us. You know, I feel like it's at the right time. Because I feel like the Hangman is seeking wisdom. You know, like I am seeking this wisdom. And if you're seeking it, you shall find it. You shall find it. Trust what you're intuitively picking up. Don't second guess it. But look at that. And by the way, what's up at this corner? The Two of Wands. I always feel like this is the beginning. Sitting right next to the sun. Right next to the Ace of Cups. Two of Cups. Can it really work? Can it be all I want to be? It's not magic. If both put the work in, you know, and it doesn't mean even putting the work in, it's just like daily, putting each other first. You know what I mean? Like, if I nurture this seed, if I nurture it, it's going to grow. I also want to say, I feel like this Two of Cups is coming no matter what. And that's another reason to really look at that Eight of Swords, who's ever in that. Because I do want you to be like truly present for it. And when you're truly present, I'm telling you, you will be able to tell by the energy. Now listen, at first somebody could like sweep us off our feet, right? But eventually, quickly, usually, people will show us who they really are. You know, it just reminds me of one time my son and I were at a store, and we were just walking down the aisle, and there was an older lady who was in front of us. You know, I wasn't really taking notice, but she dropped something out of her basket, and my son just darted over because she was pretty old. He darted over and he picked it up for her and handed it to her. And it just made me so proud. You know, it just made me so proud. And I thought to myself, that's, that's my son. Like, that's how I know my son. And I knew not everybody knew him that way, but that's how I knew him. Now, I'm only saying that because I almost feel like I almost want to cry. Just feeling that proud. And that's, maybe I'm feeling that because that's what this, this will ultimately give you. You know, any tears I cry, they're tears of joy right now. So, Knight of Swords. Here is the Knight of Swords, by the way. Here is the Knight of Swords here. I just realized that. Carrying this Ace of Cups. Here is the Knight of Swords. Has made it from this timeline, let's say, to this one. Do I dare peek under it? Queen of Pentacles. Can be Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. And then look at that, the Six of Swords. They also have the Six of Swords. So, how interesting. I just realized that. Here is the Knight. Here is the Knight. Same Knight. And I'm going to leave it there. I don't know. I found this kind of beautiful. You know, there's hardship. Don't forget that. There's hardship. There's work to be done. I've got to be willing to see my part in things. I've got to be willing to see what's toxic. I've got to be willing to see, like, how can I make changes to better my life? That type of thing. Like, if I'm willing to do that, the universe is like, yeah, we're behind you, right? Here's the sun. We're going to light your way. So, I'm going to leave it there. I love you guys. Tell me what you think of the reading. If you'd like to see more of these. You know, I've done soulmate readings in the past. It's been a while, though. So definitely tell me what you think, because I go by you. You know, I feel like if the comments, like, tell me that really touched you or what have you, then I know it's worth it, even if it doesn't get a lot of views. But, you know, if, like, no one comments or something like that, then I know, all right, even though you love it, Sandy, don't do it anymore. So, anyway, I loved it. I love you. And I will see you next time at my table. Bye-bye.